When the Board of Education set the school, it was no surprise to this preacher. I expected that. But my phone began to ring yesterday evening, both the phones. They began to call us and tell us with parents crying, tears running down their face, wanting, Brother Hill, what are we going to do right here at this table and it's around today, whether they're Christians or not? We're all out for one thing, and that's to not see that our children's minds are torn down and this stuff goes into the schools. We're together today. We're together in a peaceful way. We have always been peaceful from the very beginning. But we'll stand. God's people have had to stand and be persecuted from the very beginning. We've had Catholic people with us. We've got Protestant people with us. The word Protestants come because they protested. We've been protesting for Jesus Christ for 2,000 years, and we'll continue to protest for Jesus Christ until He comes. Nights I wake up in the middle of the night, tears running down my face, praying to God, Lord, why did you put such a burden upon this little fella's shoulders? Lord, the ladies from Maryland are around. We're working on a school system right now. Well, you'll be able to instruct your child at home. We have 5 grades. I say this to you today. You that are here, if you've never been on a protest line, if you've never held your child out of school, come Tuesday, I expect to see ghost rooms in Kanawha County. I expect to see classes not there.
Go ahead and unfold it. This was presented to me and to the rest of us for the work that we had done. They'll turn it up right.
Square. I am authorized to announce that the Business and Professional People's Alliance for Better Textbooks has passed over all means to see reason on the school board side, and they now totally 100% support the boycott. So it is now unified.
We've got to be understanding of the direction that the Board of Education had to go. They couldn't let a small minority run these schools. Remember back when the Gazette, these friends of ours up at the Gazette who ran their poll, you know how they like to doctor up all the statistics, because after all, percentages to statistics and all this doesn't mean anything. Of course, they ran several editorials about a small minority of people trying to tell everybody what they could study in schools. Then they finally got around to conducting a poll, and they found that 41% of the parents were against these textbooks, and 30% hadn't made up their minds, and 27%, I believe it was, wanted the books in the schools. Well, of course, that's not a majority. 40% is not a majority. So they still couldn't have the small minority of 40% running the schools. So yesterday, another poll came out of the Gazette which helped the board finally make up their minds about the way they were going to vote. It seems that there are now about 70% of the parents who want either all the books out of the schools or some of the books, and that's all I've ever said, that we ought to take out the bad books and keep the good books. I don't want them all out. But let's take out the bad ones and keep the good ones. And yesterday when the vote was, I haven't heard what's been said so far. I hope somebody's been talking about alternate schools, home schools, this type of thing.
We are.
But I think that's the direction we've got to go. We've got to plan in that direction. And, you know, if we don't take a stand now, we're not going to have anything to stand for in 5 years. It's now or never. I wish I could tell you how much I appreciate you, all of you. Thank you so much.
You've done told us. The time has come. As I watched the meeting yesterday of the Board of Education, there was thousands of parents across the county said, Reverend, I want my children to go to school until the board makes their decision. If their decision is... Now, we don't expect anybody to go slipping in the back doors or under the fences. We're tired of the school buses running over us. It's time to shut it down. Shut it down.